It's not giving what you needed to give. That's crazy.
Does my face look ashy? Now, I be getting dry skin. I be getting dry skin.
Yo.
So shit, I had to moisturize this morning, man. Shit. Motherfucker be out here looking like a damn crackhead. Looking like I just did some work. Look at this nigga. He zooming in.
This man said, my face ashy.
Man, you gotta double check, man. These cameras on, my nigga.
Yo. Oh, shit. That's crazy. I've never asked that. I gotta start asking that. It's probably been time my shit been fucked up. Nobody want to tell you. You an artist for real. Like, yo, baby, my face look ashy.
All right, marker.
Got what you want, yeah, not what you need. And that is all, nothing to say. Try to take my spot, yeah, you better breathe. Don't run cause I will spray. I got my mind right, I handle business.
Hustle Simmons. What's been going on, man? So check it out. So this is our first time sitting down with one another, right?
Yes.
But not only that, but it's also our first time meeting each other, right?
Absolutely.
So, I heard things about you, nothing but positive things.
You're the superstar.
Right. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price for me because I sat down with you. So we here.
Hey, y'all heard him. That's how we gonna roll, right?
We here.
So look. Check it out. So I know you from the Chi, right?
Yes, sir.
So what part of Chicago are you from? Let's start with that.
From the west side of Chicago. When I was a teenager, my family moved to the south suburbs, and I went to high school out in the south suburbs. But I'm still a west sider through and through.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
So, music industry, I know that you've been inside the industry for a little while. I know that you've been moving around, that you've been getting not getting your feet wet, like you in this to win it, right? Like you've been in this for a while. You've been in the game.
Yeah, 15 years. 16 years.
Let's go back in time.
Yes, sir.
2005 to 2010. Now, there was a lot changing in the industry. So let's like kind of paint a picture of where you were, what you were doing, how you was moving.
That was my college. That was college time. So I wasn't trying to be in the music industry. So I originally went to DePaul University as a bio major, and then
shit. Bio.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm a nerd. So
that's dope.
So when I got there, I started partying and doing whatever.
Okay.
And then so it was just like, this ain't gonna work. So I ended up going to junior college, Harold Washington, for a year. And a woman I was dating, she was going to fashion school, and she was like, yo, she's like, I like the way you dress. You got this market in mind. Because I was trying to figure out what's my next move. And she was like, I think you should go to the Art Institute for fashion marketing. I was like, huh. She's like, you always wanted a sneaker boutique. I'm a sneakerhead, so I just want to have a sneaker boutique.
Dope.
And she told me that, and I thought about it, and I was like, I might try that. So I ended up going to that school. So once I got there, I'm at an art school now. And I just came from a major university, so it's like night and day.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I go to class, and I'm like, yo, what we doing after school? They was like, I'm going to paint. I'm going to sew clothes. The culinary kids, like, I'm going to work on a casserole. And I'm like, what? So I was like, boom, they don't have nothing to do after school.
Uh-huh.
So a friend of mine, rest in peace, Pro Money, we came together. We started throwing parties for the kids. Like, yo, so I had like my homies that painted. They had their artwork on the wall. We rented a loft. And we threw these parties.
So y'all was doing loft parties?
We were doing loft parties with paintings on the wall. We had bottle service. We had cold service. Like,
that's hard.
And basically, I started linking up with my homies that was in school with me that was doing stuff. My boy $1 Million Mano, who's a Diamond Grammy Award winning producer. He was my DJ.
Crazy.
A rapper named Hot to Death performed. Hollywood Holt. I would have all my homies, the cool kids. I would have all my homies come perform.
Oh, that's fire.
So from there, my brand started bubbling. These artists started bubbling. I started finding artists on MySpace. And so next thing you know, I kind of got pushed into music. And I was working at Adidas doing, I was working in the store, but I was also doing marketing for them. And we do a 1-year anniversary. And I had Mano perform. DJ. I had Ryan Fest perform.
That's my homie.
Yeah, that's when he had just dropped Brand New, and he was Adidas head, so paid him. GLC. We had 3 6 Mafia there. We had my boy Knowledge from
Hold on. So this was all going on in the loft?
No, this particular one, I'm doing a loft party, but I'm
Okay.
also working at Adidas.
Because I was about to say, how you get 3 6 Mafia in the loft?
So that's how I got the name Hustle Simmons. This rapper gave it to me because he was like, dog, you go to school full time, you work full time, and you throwing parties. He's like, dog, you a hustler. I'm gonna call you Hustle Simmons. I'm like,
that's hard.
That's kind of catchy.
Yeah.
I went to my MySpace, changed the name, and it just stuck. But during that time, I was just trying to figure it out. Yeah. And Kanye had just taken off. So
love Kanye.
Everybody was so Kanye that everybody else was left behind. So all the younger artists was trying to figure it out. So while everybody was jocking Kanye, we was building a community on MySpace, on Facebook, going into Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So we was like the first generation of how to make it on the internet. So that's kind of how everything started. And so what I did was I was like, yo, I'm going to carry the torch for Chicago as far as being able to give Chicagoans platforms to perform. In the midst of that, Kanye's blowing up. Chicago's on the map right now musically.
For sure.
Twister going crazy.
Yeah.
Common is back.
Crazy.
Lupe
That was a crazy time in Chicago,
It was a crazy time. So I'm carrying that torch, but now artists in other cities is looking at Chicago. So now I become that bridge.
Okay.
So, I was meeting Wiz Khalifa, Currency, Big Sean, J. Cole, like all these artists I was meeting. I was the Chicago dude. Like, yo, you go to Chicago, tap in with bro.
Okay.
And so that's when I started kind of like just building that. But then I didn't have no blueprint. I was just trying to figure it out. Like, how can I make some money? How can I figure out brands to pay for the things I'm started doing? But that was my real college of my career, on the fly, just figuring out with my homies, sitting at leaders with dreams and a notepad and writing down stuff and trying to put the pieces together.
So you was kind of in college, but then low key, real college.
I was in a real college of entrepreneurship and figuring it out, because then in that time, I still wasn't in music for real. I was doing shows and parties. I didn't look at me being in music.
Yeah.
And then this young lady reached out to me on Facebook, and we had mutual friends. She was like, yo, I rock with what you got going on. I'm from Cleveland. I want you to manage me. So I'm like, I've never managed really. Like, I kind of helped with the cool kids early in their career with their management team and the homies, but I ain't never really like managed. So I was like, okay. And, started working with her. Her first single, it's so crazy because me and her just talked about this like some months ago. Her first single, I think, came out 2007.
Okay.
And her first song was produced by DA Got That Dope. Because he went to Columbia, I went to AI, and we used to hang out.
Swear.
And she talked about that. She was like, damn, my first song was produced by DA Got That Dope. That was one of DA Got That Dopes. When he went by DA Doman, his real name, that was one of his first placements. It's 2007.
Right. Okay.
And so she was like, yo, I went to school with some people that I want to connect you with, but I can't tell you who they are yet. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And come to find out, she graduated high school with LeBron James.
Swear.
So she graduated with LeBron James, and then she introduced me to all the up and coming, popping young dudes and women in Cleveland.
Wow.
And all of them are loosely affiliated with LeBron. So now I'm part of this crew called 8081. We had a big blog back in the day, and basically the co-owners, the co-creators of it was a guy named Rich Paul before he was an agent, and then my homeboy Duck and my homeboy Kelp. Now, fast forward now, Rich Paul is one of the most powerful dudes in sports. Yeah. My man Duck got a clothing line called Layer that's fire out of Cleveland.
Wow.
And then Kelp is now a lawyer and one of the head lawyers at Clutch with Rich Paul. So we was all figuring out doing events together. And in those years, that was us figuring it out. And the switch went off. The switch really went on when LeBron left Cleveland and went to Miami.
Okay.
Because everybody had to really figure out what to do next.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing being comfortable within a city that he's from, but now that juice is gone. So At that time, I wasn't part of 8081 no more. 8081 really didn't exist. Rich Paula went off and was now becoming an agent. LeBron is in Miami. He's the bad guy.
Yeah. But he was doing his thing in Miami, though.
And so it was kind of like, all right, what do we do next? And that's when I really just got heavy in music as far as like, you know, working with Wale early in his career, managing Rockie Fresh, co-managing Rockie Fresh, I should say. And yeah, bro, my whole career literally been like, God had just guided me and I figured it out. But I never had no blueprint. I never in a million years thought I'd be where I am today. I low-key just thought I was going to, you know, have a sneaker store, get fat, kick it with the homies.
Not getting fat, though.
For real, bro. I thought I was gonna be like the fat sneaker dude and just kick it with the homies and that'd be that. But
now hold up. Now you mentioned Rockie Fresh, right?
Yeah.
And you mentioned Wale. So I don't even remember when this was. Maybe a couple years back when Casey Veggies was on tour with Chris Brown and Chris Brown was performing out like, I don't even know exactly where that was.
Tinley Park?
I think it was out in Tinley Park. So check it out. So I was there and I was backstage and I was on Casey Veggies tour bus and I'm thinking about it. I could have sworn I might have seen you there. Because Rockie Fresh was there too.
Probably. Like
Rockie was on the tour bus too with Casey Veggies.
Man, probably like that's squad. So I knew, it's funny, I literally met Casey Veggies right after I met Rockie. I met Casey Veggies in DC when I was working with Phil Day and some people out DC. But that's just been family. Like, you know what I'm saying? They've been family. Chris Brown is obviously family. Like it's a crazy thing. And one of the nucleus is that is Rockie. Like people really love Rockie. They love his spirit. He's a good guy. And it's like once you meet him, you just fall in love with the kid. So yeah, man. And from that relationship that he has with Chris, me and Chris formed a relationship. Obviously Casey Veggies, my brother, we just had him out here a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, man, it's literally just been like our tribe.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to get our dreams off and how we do them together. And that's literally what it's been like. You know, Casey's had hiccups in his career. I've had hiccups in my career. Chris Brown had hiccups in his career. Rockie's had hiccups in the career. But I think the thing that kind of bring all of us together when we together is just that we just some real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we don't run from, as much as we celebrate when we up and we flashy and stuff, we're very vulnerable and we're very transparent about low points.
For sure.
And I think that's been something that people have gravitated to all of us is about our transparency. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you talk about hiccups. What did those hiccups kind of look like as you just, because I mean, you just cover so much ground from you just being a biology major to you doing all this stuff in the industry early on and not really knowing that you were even really truly in the industry, or at least you didn't declare it. Like, what did those hiccups look like? Like, was that like a roller coaster ride for you? Or what entails those hiccups?
Everything. Like,
I see you smiling, so it must have gotten real ugly for you, huh?
It really does, because at the end of the day, if you think about like the biggest, most known painters in the world, some of the biggest artists in the world, if you look at anybody that's creative, some of the most legendary pieces of work that creatives have made has always come from their worst pain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like me trying to figure out where I stand in this industry. I'm putting stuff on the back burner. Put stuff on the back burner because I'm trying to be Hustle Simmons.
Yeah.
I'm figuring this out, but I'm not spending time with my family. I'm not spending time with my loved ones, my homies. I'm not even taking time to take a step back and realize, like, yeah, your nickname is Hustle, but you're really Terrence Randolph from the west side of Chicago.
For sure.
You still got to go get some Harold's Chicken and drive down Madison Pulaski, and don't lose sight of who you are
or where you came from,
because of this love that you get in other places. Because you never get that love at your hometown.
Well, we know
until
that
later.
Yeah.
So in that time, bruh, I mean, I experienced deaths. I experienced having a child and not knowing how to be a father because I'm on the road and thinking, well, let me go to do all these shows because I'm trying to take care of my daughter.
Right.
When it's like, she's not gonna remember those shows. She's gonna remember that time that you spend with her. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was one of those things where you have to draw that line between the business and what your reality is, as far as like, it's gonna come a day when none of us is hot in this music industry. You got to come home sometime.
Right.
So
you
it was just
come back to reality.
Reality. It was also the reality of, damn, I came into this music industry naive.
Hold on. So break that down. What you mean by that?
If you feel like when you come into the music industry, a lot of times you want to get on and you want to figure it out. A lot of times you feel like, I'm going to do things the right way. Okay. You read all these articles about people getting messed over and all that stuff, and you come into this music industry where you meet people and you feel like, yo, I'm Matt B from Chicago. I'm a good dude. Yo, let's work. Because I know I'm going to hold it down.
For sure.
And I'm a good dude.
For sure.
But in turn, that person who might smile in your face and shake your hand is really a snake. They're going to bite you in the ass. Or, one week they love you. The next week, they're like, they don't know who you are. So it's that naiveness of thinking, as long as I do the right thing and put my best foot forward, people's going to love me and accept me and rock with me. When in turn, that's not how it happens. It's really about what's the last thing you've done and what they can get out of you. And so that kind of broke me a lot, because I was like, I'm a cool guy. Don't
do me like that.
Do me. I just built this from scratch. Like, bro,
right.
I'm working with you and not even getting paid.
For sure.
And you gonna shit on me?
Right.
What? But that's just the reality. So I had to learn how to take your feelings out of business. Take your feelings out the game. There's times when you can put your feelings in it, times when you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've managed artists and they fired me the day after we had a heart-to-heart and we was laughing and joking because of just, in their mind, I want to work, I want Scooter Braun to manage me, or I feel like I should be doing more. And it was like, but I'm helping you build from the ground up. I never made a dime off you. I never stolen from you. I was there when your boyfriend was cheating on you. I was there when your girlfriend caught you doing some stuff, and I was there when you didn't have no money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But now in this moment, you feel like, I want to go over here. All right, go over there. But when I first came into it.
So how'd you navigate that? Like, how'd you come to the point where, was it just acceptance? Did you just stay 10 toes down?
You can't get around it. And the only thing you can control is you.
For sure.
I can't control how these people treat me. I can't control what these people think of me. All I can do is me. So even though I'm disappointed in them, I still got to take that step back and be like, okay, I might not like what they did, but I have to hold myself accountable too and figure out how was I moving or what I was doing to put myself in this position. So I can't just always put it on them.
Right.
So all I could do is really just hold out my own actions. So I can't sit there and cry about it. We got to keep it moving. I got this dream. I got a family to take care of. Okay, if you don't want to rock with me, or if I made this mistake, cool. It's a lesson. Let's not make the mistake the second time, and let's keep this going, because what I do for a living, bro, I do it for free. I love it. I love working with artists. I love seeing them, turn into these superstars. Yeah. I can't make music. I play a couple of instruments, whatever, but I'm not no like musician like that and stuff like that. So when I see people that's creative, it's a million artists that are just hitting a brick wall, and they're better than these artists that's on TV and on the radio. They just haven't had the opportunity.
So let's back up a little bit. You mentioned J. Cole, right? And you were kind of rocking with him earlier on in his career. What was that like to see him go from someone who was aspiring to be someone great to seeing this nigga like,
I'm not surprised.
Bro, that's J. Cole, bro.
Not surprised. Seeing it back
okay,
early.
break that down. Hold on.
So so the first time I actually met him, Wale's hype, I ain't gonna call him hype man. My man Trey of UCB that performs with Wale.
Okay.
Introduced me to Cole and his manager Ebe on the Blueprint 3 tour. That's why I was working with Wale and stuff like that.
Okay.
And we just built a rapport. But I just remember doing the A3C show with my homegirl Fadia, and just remember somehow J. Cole went on after Dom Kennedy. And this is when Dom Kennedy was at his peak.
Okay.
Place was packed.
I know that was crazy.
Dom performs, Dom walks off the stage, whole crowd leaves with him.
Oh,
who's up next? God. This kid, J. Cole from North Carolina.
Swear.
Just signed with The Rock. Got this mixtape. And it was probably 20, 30 people. And J. Cole rocked that shit.
Wow.
J. Cole has always shown love to the people who shown love to him. He's always... J. Cole now is still this J. Cole that he was years ago. He just way more focused now. So now the conversation is probably different. Before, it's, yo, you got the new double RL denims on. I see them with the Jordan, da-da-da-da. And now it's about, yo, how are you? How's the kids? How is that? So to see what J. Cole is doing now, I'm not surprised. Because of him, the team he's kept around him, how they moved, how they was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Where some people might look at the time, they might have say, these country ass niggas. But no, they had a vision. Cole has a vision. So he's done all the things to shake hands, kiss babies, build with his fan base, transparent with his fan base, be very vulnerable in interviews and situations where it could have backfired on him about the industry and how he don't want to go do this. To getting to a point where he don't even talk. He's a mysterious figure, but he's letting his people around him blow up and go to these new heights. And his team, bro, like him and his team is just amazing. Everybody, he's basically a lot of the people around him been there from damn near day one. So I'm not surprised that J. Cole, I'm not surprised that Big Sean, the same way. A lot of dudes around him, I was burning Big Sean CDs when we were doing shows at Wild Hair back in the day. Like,
that's crazy.
I'm not surprised by that. You know what I'm saying? Because during that blog era time, all we had was each other and figuring it out. We didn't have no budgets. Even though Big Sean was on Good Music, they wasn't all the way pushing him. He was still doing smaller shows. He was still driving up 40, 50 deep from Detroit to kick it in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Cole,
I think people don't understand that portion of the industry. Just because you get a deal doesn't mean they're gonna go crazy with you. You still gotta earn your stripes in the system. You gotta put that work in. You gotta shake hand and kiss babies. It is what it is. And it's like you have those who do that, then you have the ones that don't. And some of the ones that don't, music might not even be as good as the ones that do. However, those little things is sending you over the top. And I know numerous artists that got amazing music, but won't take the time out to take a picture with a fan, won't take that time out to, go that little couple of inches further to just change their fan's life, for their fan to forever be indebted to them and love them for life. Yeah. And that's just what happened. So for me, it's just like, I've been fortunate enough to just work with some really dope people and receive dope energy. Like there's ways that I move differently now from conversations I've had with J. Cole and watching J. Cole and his team move. Well, I'm like, dang, that was dope how they did that. Maybe I need to like scale back and move like this. So I don't look at people doing better than me and hate on it. I'm like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Let me, what can I learn from their situation to add to my situation where most people, this nigga think he better because he, bro, I want to learn, bro. Right. When I see somebody fly to me or doing something, how did you trying to figure out what time it is?
How did you, you know what I'm saying? People say it to me. They see me hop out certain cars or certain things. You got certain people that walk up and just be on some goofy. Then it be people be like, hey, bro, hey, what you do? Right. Bro, how can I do that? Those are people I talk to because there's no pride. Yeah. They could be like, he might be a car cracker. They were like, I want to know. I want the information. That's how I am. I'm still learning. I love Clubhouse because I'm learning. Even for people that don't might not even have as little a career as me. I'm steady learning. So it's like, as much as I talk on there and I, pop off and crack jokes, at the end of the day, I'm retaining that information I'm learning. And it's a method to my madness. And so I like it when people think I'm an asshole. I like it when people think I'm this cocky dude. So then when they finally meet me and work with me, they be like, dude, you super cool. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bro, like sometimes you can't be soft all the time. You gotta and everybody ain't worth being in your space. You know what I'm saying?
You wanna know who you remind me of? My guy, Mark Bird. And Angela told me that you know Bird.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
From day one.
So Bird, he produced.
Hey Mark, I knew you when you was fat.
Don't ever do my nigga like that. Hold up. Look, so check it out though.
When you was a BBW.
BBW.
Now this man drink protein shakes, do push-ups, and hang with Dr. Dre.
Hey.
Jokes on me.
Hey, but that's my nigga though.
That's
like
my
for
dog.
Like for real.
That's my
like
dog.
we did a whole EP together called No Days Off, right? And when we produced it, it was in the midst of me doing like a tour. It was whatever, like before the pandemic started.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pushing 2019, pushing in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it over the summer. And he produced the whole thing with God Level Production. They did a fantastic job on the EP.
Fire,
oh yeah, crazy.
Hey, fire.
So, and it was something different because he told me, he was like, man, I never really dabbled this deep into R&B. So he was super excited about it. Me, I'm super excited about it because his drums are crazy and his production just in general is crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, after we did the whole EP and we did maybe like 5 or 6 records.
Okay.
We did it over the course of maybe like 2 or 3 days because I did it in between my tour days.
Yeah.
Then from there, I'm like, yo, we got to film music videos to all these records. So we went all around Chicago. One of the really dope videos that I did with Bird, it was around like maybe like 2 or 3 a.m. We got a Corvette, drop top Corvette.
Okay.
And we were driving up and down Lakeshore Drive. Then I was hanging out of the car and Bird was driving. You gotta watch the video, bro. When this ends, I'm gonna show you the music video. But Bird is driving the car and everything like that. I'm hanging out of the windows. We driving our car. We have like a little truck or whatever.
Yeah.
And the video guy, we got the trunk open, so the video guy is like sitting in the trunk like this, and we filming like that. I'm just painting a picture for you, man, because I'm just saying like that moment right there was so special to me. Not only because it was pushing towards something greater and just breaking those barriers in my music, but also was special to me because it's like to have my guy Bird with me and for us to be vibing out like that. And I told him like, man, we did this EP. I want you to be inside of this music video.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, man, I don't be doing the video shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But he did that for me. And like, I was grateful for that. And it just goes to show like just in the industry, like you never know who you going to meet. You never know who you going to vibe with. You never know
he was a
where
rapper.
that's going to go.
We were doing the Leaders Block Party and he was a rapper. And it's like, I know his story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like over the years, I knew when he moved to Atlanta and was doing certain things and trying to push his career and stuff wasn't going right. You know what I'm saying? He's always been transparent in that, talking about even why he started losing weight. And so when I see him with Dre, when I see him in these credits, when I see Sci-Hi and all the stuff that he's a part of, I smile because I know he put the work in.
Yeah.
He didn't skip no steps.
I know he ran every lap.
Every lap.
He took the stairs.
Bro, I've literally been there where my bank account was so crazy that I'm like, nobody in my family has ever touched this amount of money.
Wow.
Like literally, I'm like, I'm low-key rich. And then
I didn't even wrap your mind around that though.
And then 6 months later,
oh no.
it's like, I wonder anybody got a link card. Cause it's getting real. Like now I got like $200 to my name, and that's the ups and downs of this industry. Sometimes you might get a check for $50,000 and don't get another check for 8 months.
Right.
But it's a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I take my car to the dealership to get maintenance, it's $2,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It takes $100 to fill up my gas tank. So that's the lifestyle. So it's like,
what you pushing, a Range or something?
no, I got a twin turbo BMW outside.
Oh, you lit.
I mean,
Oh, you lit.
It's a dad car.
Look at this guy. Look, he being modest now. Look at this guy.
But this the thing though, right? Every time
but he mentioned the twin turbo though.
You gotta say twin turbo. But this is the thing about it. You figure 10 years ago today, I was driving a Toyota Corolla S. And guess what? I was just as happy and just as whatever.
For sure.
So it's like the natural progression of things that I have, what makes it that much sweeter is the fact that, I mean, I've been broke. I used to go to New York and sleep on people's couches with $60 to my name. I went to LA, slept on people's couches, slept in fucking hotels where I'm just like, I'm going to die.
Oh, no.
I went to Atlanta, slept on my homie's floor, an air mattress with no air in it.
What's the point of sleeping on a mattress? They ain't got no air.
Hey, shout out to Aaron Rodan. You didn't have the air pump for the air mattress.
Hey, you was sleeping on rubber.
You know what's so crazy about it? Me and my man Vic Lloyd, we went down to Atlanta to host a party.
Okay.
My man Aaron Rodan had a crib down there. He works for Coca-Cola. Had a Airbnb. I mean, he had a loft.
Okay.
This when I realized Atlanta was lit, because I knew how much I was paying for rent for the rinky-dink joint I had.
Yeah.
And bro was paying literally like $100 probably more than what I was paying here. But this man crib in Atlanta, I'm like,
oh, it's crazy, huh?
What? I'm like, oh, but look, so I'll never forget. We walk out the airport. I got just a backpack with clothes. Vic got a backpack with clothes. Okay. I don't know how much money Vic had on him, but I know I didn't have nothing. Like, I was like, yo, I'm out here pop, right? Bro pull up in a white Raper van.
Oh, hell no.
I'm like, what?
Hell no.
And literally, it was like, I was literally in the back of his van sitting on a cinder block. So I'm like, bro, where your car at? He was like, bruh, I came out to get in the car to come pick you up in the airport. My Honda was sitting on bricks. They stripped my car.
Swear
to God. I'm like, bro, they still strip cars? He's like, yeah. Get to his crib. Sure enough, his stuff sitting on bricks, right? We go and do the show or whatever, sleeping on the floor. I remember hanging out outside this club that's not there anymore, off of 11th and Spring, and parking lot pimping, looking at all the nice whips, and just being like, "Dang, one day, bro, one day." But then you fast forward it, and I've lived in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I've had, like a apartment literally 4 blocks from that same spot. I would sit up there parking lot pimping.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With a view, with a wraparound balcony. Like, so it's like those particular things that has happened in my life, I appreciate it because I put the work in.
Yeah.
It was nothing handed to me. Like, I've literally had every emotion.
You got it out the mud.
Bro, I got it out the mud. I sat there, bro. It's been many a time I've sat there and cried and questioned, God, why me? Is this meant for me? Sometimes I've been at that wall where I'm like, man, I might have to go get me a job. Like, but I stayed prayed up and I've always put my best foot forward.
Yeah.
And being from Chicago, and me being from Chicago and being a West Side Chicago dude with a very militant mom and dad, I don't mix words. I'm very direct. So if I feel like I gotta say something, I always say it, even if I know it's gonna ruin the mood or make someone awkward.
Yeah.
Make things awkward.
Yeah.
So that's backfired a bunch of times for me. But it was a learning lesson. Yeah. I felt like, I was being honest. So through the years, I've just learned the different elements of the game.
How to kind of temper that a little bit.
Just how to read people and figure out how I can get the most out of them, with saying the least. Yeah. Like reading the room.
Yeah.
And understanding, like, oh, I can't just be, I gotta, sometimes you just don't say nothing. Just let them talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But that's just what I've done in my career. And that's why when I see people from Chicago and I just see people, period, in this culture, I'm just like, bro, you could design your life however you want your life to be.
That's true.
The thing is, how resilient are you to weather the storm to get there? So sometimes when I act, people think I'm being cocky, and it's like, I'm not being cocky. I'm celebrating the fact that I weathered the storm and got to this point in my life that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I dreamed of, but didn't always see.
Yeah.
But then in the same breath, a lot of those materialistic things, a lot of those, I want the love of the industry, a lot of these things that I wanted, once I got it, I realized
that shit wasn't hitting like you thought it was.
That wasn't what it was about.
Okay.
Oh, now these people love me.
Okay, why though? Why wasn't it what it was about? What made you come to that conclusion though?
Because I realized the people that ended up showing me love didn't start showing me love because of my hard work. They only start showing me love because now they feel they can get something out of me. So I was disappointed in that because along my journey, I was steady trying to get their love and trying to get their respect. I'm like, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. Fuck out of here. Now my shit hit. Now I'm in advertisements. Now my artist doing this. Now everybody
rocking
hey,
with you.
Hustle, you want to go ahead and get Soho House? It's like, bruh, it's really disheartening. But then that's when you realize it's a business.
Yeah.
And if people can't use you, then what's your point? So I just always made it my goal to stay real, stay the same, and understand that because I move in a certain way, I have to take the road less traveled to get to where I'm at, because I watched a lot of my peers leap over me, money-wise and accolades-wise. However, some of them cut corners. Some of them have put people in messed up situations with their career for their own benefit.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it might seem cool right now. You in all the pictures, but karma's gonna get you.
It's gonna get ugly. We found that out with
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's over for
we
kids.
ain't gonna drop no
It's
no
over
names.
for dog.
But
But my thing, even with that, it's like I feel bad for dog to even be in that position. But it also is like, yo, how many people enable that for their own benefit?
Yeah.
To now he has to take that bullet. And now a lot of them people probably broke.
Yeah.
And it's like, at the end of the day, your integrity, like for that little bit of money that you now don't have.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people who spiritually ain't gonna be the same because of some of these decisions. So that's the thing about my career. It's like I've been at that crossroads where I'm like, damn, I could sell my soul, get this bag real quick.
Hold up, man. Hold up.
I could sell my soul for a good price right now. I would get another soul. Woo, this soul. Oh, hey. Anybody else want another soul? But then I had to think about it, like, that's not how my mom and my dad raised me.
Yeah.
My parents worked their butts off to get me out the West Side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's like, at the end of the day, I might not be the smartest, the richest, but when it comes to putting in that work, I just feel like I could just do anything I want to do as long as I put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be cracking jokes with people like, oh, let me sing. Like, literally, if you performing and your drummer don't show up, one of your background singers don't show up, shit, the light man don't show up, I personally feel like, give me 15 minutes in a YouTube tutorial, I'm gonna figure it out. And we're gonna get the job done.
Oh yeah.
Even no matter what, we not gonna
we not gonna fold under no
don't
pressure.
Stop no show.
Right, for
so
sure.
That mentality that I have, people don't understand that. So it's like, you know, when I'm over here doing one thing, but people think they can count my pockets and think I'm just a music guy, I'm doing brand deals over here. I'm negotiating deals for people. I'm putting people in positions that I'm not even getting paid for. But then down the line, God will bless me with a situation where, in that situation, maybe I should have only got $20,000, but because I've done so much for other people and never taken anything, now that deal's $100,000.
Crazy.
Or been in a situation where it was like literally I could have been killed or something, and by the grace of God, like the day that FBG Duck, rest in peace FBG Duck, when he got shot on got killed on Oak Street.
Yeah.
Right where he got killed, I was parking my motorcycle right there. And the other dude on the video that got shot with him, they didn't even know each other. It was my homeboy Davon. And my homeboy was down there shopping. I was parking my bike to go say what's up to dog.
Yeah.
And it was on Oak Street, so I was like, let me do some shopping.
Right.
As I'm parking my bike, my artist Rockie Fresh calls me and was like, yo, bro, you're supposed to be meeting me and YP over at Federales.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know what? I'm just going, I see Davon in the club or something. Let me go to this meeting.
Yeah.
So from Oak Street to Federales on a motorcycle is like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. By the time I get there, it's already a video of my boy Davon laying there shot.
Oh my God.
And FBG Duck sitting up there fighting for his life in the exact spot that I was parking my motorcycle to say what's up to my boy Davon. So now I'm at Federale, shook. Like literally shook. Cause I'm like, and I know me when I see my homies, I'm that, what up, my nigga? So I just knew I would have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You would have chopped it up for
I'm
a minute.
A big dude.
Yeah.
I'm on a motorcycle. That would have been me right
100%.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I think about that and the fact that like, damn, Rocky hit me. What if I didn't answer that call? You know what I'm saying? So I've been in positions, you know what I'm saying, like in my life where we could have been watching a whole different movie right now. You know, so
or the movie would have been over though.
Would have been over. So I know I'm highly favored because of the energy that I put out.
Yeah.
So my thing is, it's not about my bank account. It's about, do I see peace for a night? And for the most part, I see peace for a night knowing that I did it my way and I did it as best as I could without many casualties in my path. Yeah. You know, and that's what
doing it with some integrity, basically.
Plus I know my why too. That's another thing that you can get lost in the industry. I got lost in the industry when my why was the people and me wanting their love instead of that little beautiful black girl that's my daughter just seeing daddy or my parents being proud or my homies that was there when I was a little chubby kid being like, man, I'm living through you. Or just wanted to just be a good dude and put artists on. I kind of got lost in the shuffle where I wanted to impress. Yeah. I wanted the nice cars. I wanted to be the guy. I wanted everybody to love me, and it just don't work that way. So once you figure out your why, it changes things. Even when you having a bad tour, a bad show, once you look about your why ain't never gonna give a fuck about that.
Facts.
They just want you mad, you daddy, you husband, you brother. It's not about, you had a bad show. It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? Your kid's gonna jump on you and play with you just
regardless.
You daddy.
Yeah.
They're not caring if you was out of key or, you know.
Yeah. That's right.
Once I had to like figure out my why, but I had to figure out my why when I would hit one of my lows in this game. So that's why going back to like someone like Mark Bird, my love for him has been there since day one. But my respect for him is out of this world because he could have folded, because he could have made excuses. Yeah, he could have changed who he was to fit this model of what the industry, and he did it his way. And even as he's still going, he's going to get that. I mean, he's on a Kanye album, like.
Great. And I got so many records with Dre.
Like, bro.
Now, I haven't heard none of them records because they won't let him out the vote. But
Dre is like a folk tale in music. Like,
bro.
And he gets to chill with this man and pick his brain and
bro,
he knows him. Like, that's crazy to me.
I was gassed up when Bird told me he played the No Days Off EP for Dre. And he was like, bro, man, like, man, be dope. What?
Those are those moments.
Crazy.
That's crazy when you think about. But that just goes to show you the type of person Mark is.
Yeah.
He could have played Sci-Hi Records.
He could have played anything.
He could play anything. Yeah. He played something that he believed in. And the fact that you know that Dr. Dre know who you are.
Crazy.
That feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't make this music for that.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
That's just a, I'm doing something right.
You feel me?
Because now,
You feel
who
me?
knows? You might end up in a meeting, they looking for a vocalist for something, they need something, your name come up, and he like, I know that name from something.
Right.
Why do I know that? Oh, he did this project with Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, he dope. Yeah, he good. Come on.
Right. You right.
That's just where it's at. But I think in this music industry, people glorify the fuckery, the hardships, the low points of a lot of people. Don't sign a Puff Daddy because Puff Daddy does this. Okay, let's talk about all the people that Puff Daddy made millionaires.
That's facts though.
You can't hate on, you can say whatever. 112 was put in position. Mace was put in position. My boy Machine Gun Kelly, even though Machine Gun Kelly, a lot of that was his team, I would give his team that, but he still signed him. Janelle Monáe, you know, at bogus times in Nicki Minaj's career, he was there. Rick Ross, he was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like countless people that he's put in position. You know, but we talk about
when a nigga stumbles.
Yeah. But it's like we don't know what Dog was going through, and guess what? They didn't have to sign those contracts.
I tell people that all the time.
Because they don't talk about these white execs like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That we ain't gonna say their name because I still like getting checked. But it's a lot of these white execs that are glorified in the media that no one would twist their mouth up to bad mouth. But here we go talking about Birdman. Here we go talking about Puffy. Here we go talking about, you know, the Karen Civils of the world and different stuff like that. How many people have Karen Civil helped?
Right. Right. You for damn sure right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like y'all want to knock this woman, but at the end of the day, Karen Civil is a black woman from New Jersey who's a multimillionaire, and she's one of the most powerful women in media. Okay, yeah, she did some bad deals. Yes, it was some casualties in her way, but let's talk about the good that she did, because there's a lot of people jumping on the bad, and it's like, okay, these isolated incidents, I get it, but she's done good too.
But people act like your backyard got to be clean in order for them to respect you, but low key, they backyard ain't even
Everybody
clean.
in music and entertainment has a low point.
You feel me?
The difference is how you bounce back from it, and that's what they don't talk about. So you can have a low point in your career. Like my nigga CB. CB is 32 years old, and he's still catching hell from something he did when he was 18.
Right.
He's the bad boy.
Right.
But guess what? Rihanna became the bad girl after that. She didn't deserve for that to happen to her.
Yeah.
But let's talk about how they switched the narratives. They want to keep talking about what Chris Brown did when he was 18.
Right.
But let's talk about the millions of records he sold since then.
And all the artists he put on.
The artists he put on. The writers that got
the foundations
that
he's given to.
This man does a lot. He put a lot of people in position, gave them their first plaques.
For sure.
Their first looks.
Most definitely.
He's a father of a daughter and a son that he's raising really well.
Yeah.
He hasn't had no issues with the mamas in the media and none of that stuff.
Right.
But they don't talk about that. What was his bounce back like from being an 18-year-old kid that made a mistake?
They just want to talk about the one little chink in the chain.
Robert Downey Jr., some of these motherfuckers out here doing wild stuff, never was able to bounce back from that. You hear stuff about Rick James and he was tying up girls and doing stuff, all that freaky shit. He never bounced back from it. But a lot of these other dudes bounce back from it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, if y'all want to harp on the low points of my career, cool. But let's talk about that bounce back. Because we all gonna have a low point in this music.
Right.
No one has just been up.
Right. Oh yeah, you're right.
Everybody loving Drake when 4 years ago, they were talking about he a bum for having ghostwriters. But now it's like, oh, you know what? Let's all love Drake, because guess what? We don't want to love Kanye. It's people that listen to Drake album don't even like Drake. They just don't want to like this nigga Kanye.
I'm team Kanye through and through though. Like for me, that's like my dream collab.
Yeah.
Like if I could get a collab with Kanye one day, like that's it for me. So I just feel like, I don't know why they be sweating, bro, so hard, man. Like honestly.
Because when these celebrities do stuff that we don't agree with, they got more money than us, more stuff like that. It's easy to shoot those bullets at them to make ourselves feel better. Kanye put that Make America Great that Trump had on.
You say it was a rap, huh?
Everybody jumped down his throat. But let's think about it. Did our kids convert to Trump supporters? Did kids go start going out buying Trump hats? Did all of a sudden all these black people just fall in love with Trump because dog put a hat on? Dog admitted he had some mental issues, but he also was playing his part, rocking with Trump to try to get some stuff out of Trump. And he also ran for president. Like, so it's like we want to shit on Kanye, and then they want to talk about his album. Oh, he doing this, and it's like, bro, this album dedicated to his mama, bro.
But then they want to turn around, and then they want to be in Soldier Field that we see right over there, right behind us, packing out the stadium.
And now we know main one just on
are you feel me?
So that's why in this industry, you can't live or die on the public perception of who you are or what you do or how good your stuff is. Because these people, a lot of the fans, a lot of the people don't know what they like.
Right.
They like one artist 1 minute, then next thing they switching. They gonna go with them. They're gonna go to the majority. I learned that working with Rich and working with LeBron. When LeBron left Cleveland, people just start hating this man, and I'm like, bro, you live in Oklahoma. He wasn't coming there. Why you mad he left Cleveland? You ain't never been to Cleveland? Cleveland? You mad that a man left Cleveland?
Bro, hold on. They weren't mad because of that. They was mad because they knew what time it was.
But even with that, it's like, how you mad at a 25-year-old black man who want to go hoop with his homies? If you done your research, you will see he always hooped with his homies. And even with Cleveland, even though they wasn't the best team at that time, he made LeBron is about family.
For sure.
Every team he goes to, he got handshakes. He needs that tribe around him. That's how you get the best out of LeBron. But it became so easy for everybody to jump on the bandwagon of I hate LeBron.
Yeah.
But why do you hate LeBron? They ain't gonna give no real Michael Jordan would have never done that. Bro, Michael Jordan was never 25 years old there was no high expectations for Michael Jordan when he came into the league.
Right.
This man has had high expectations on him since he was 18 years old.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. They were trying to say he was going to be the new Jordan. Now, I ain't going to throw no salt or nothing like that, but I mean, in ways.
But he didn't put that on him. The media did. And all he's ever done was carry himself like a king and do the right thing, but we still got to find something to knock him. This man shows his wife and his kid. His wife and his kids more famous than most people. I
feel like in ways he has surpassed Jordan. In ways.
Oh, facts.
Now, like I said, I ain't trying to throw no salt or nothing like that. You know, I'm Chi-Town through and through, you feel me? But I feel like in ways he has because he's withstood the test of time. Yeah. I mean, how old is he now? What is he, like 36, 37, somewhere around there? But I mean, and he's still playing like he 22.
But we only do the comparison in black culture.
He going crazy, bro.
And that's a problem. We only do that in black culture.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? True. Like Tom Brady, they not stressing Tom Brady out, comparing him to Brett Favre or Joe Montana.
That's true.
They let Tom Brady just rock and continue to rock. But guess what? Lamar Jackson got to be compared to Cam Newton, got to be compared to Michael Vick every day. Or got to be compared to, Lamar, you're not a pocket passer because you don't play football like Aaron Rodgers. So black folks, we always got to be compared to something.
Why do you think we do that as a people? Why do you think we do that?
Because I think it's systematic. I think it's been since slavery. We haven't had nothing. They took away our family values. So it's always became like, once you got some shit, you was a little bit higher than the people behind you. And it sucks. You know, it sucks. They compared Michael Jordan. They compared Michael Jordan to Dr. J. But who were they comparing Larry Bird to?
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you right.
Like
you right.
These white superstars like George Clooney, Tom Hanks.
Why can they're living in the same space.
They get to enjoy their present.
Right. Or like Tom
where
Cruise
we always being compared to the past, or we always being pit against each other.
Right.
They always got to put Serena Williams, it's a rivalry with this person. It's not a rivalry with them. She's kicking their ass every time she's out there. Y'all just got to paint this narrative like they always got to put us like they always got to find some way for black folks not to be superior or something. It's like if you use your eye test, pound for pound, what LeBron has done, I'm saying take away Michael Jordan's 6 championships. Take away the scoring title he did. Picture. If you look at the whole picture, this man has played 20 seasons, 19 seasons.
Oh, it's crazy.
Basically, relatively injury-free, controversy-free.
Yeah.
And came out the gate smoking people. Kobe didn't do it when he first came out. He had his first couple of years was shaky.
That's true.
Kevin Garnett, first couple of years was shaky. Tracy McGrady.
MJ didn't even come out going crazy.
He went to college for a year or two.
He didn't even go out going crazy.
This man came out and was averaging 15, 5, and 5 his rookie season or whatever he was averaging. So we always got to pit each other against each other. It's like, dude, you ain't seeing Carrie Underwood going against
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. But Kanye versus Drake, when we just can't enjoy what it is.
Right. And well, you would have thought, because that was a moment in history. You would have thought people would have been excited about that. Like, yo, we got Drake dropping at the same time that Ye is dropping. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's double the music. But instead, motherfuckers is over here,
it's always the hero, there's always the villain.
Right.
And a lot of times, people don't want to side with the villain when sometimes they don't understand you have to be a villain to become the hero. And they don't get that, you know?
That's real talk, though. That's real.
You know, it's like, let's think about it. People can be mad at Kanye for saying that Donda is a gospel album when it's rap and stuff like that. But it's like, one, he bleeped out all the curse words. Two, every song he's talking about God, and if you follow his whole career, he's always talked about God in his music.
Facts. That's what I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then 3, he's one of the biggest superstars ever, one of the greatest creatives ever, he's an only child who lost his mom, single mom, come from a single parent house, even though he has his dad, but he was raised with his mom.
Yeah.
At the peak of his career when he's figuring out who he is as a man, because a lot of us as black men, we don't figure out who we really are until our late 20s, early 30s.
That's true.
Once we either had a kid, got married, been through some bullshit.
True.
So it's like, yes, people want to get mad at Kanye and call him the villain now, but he was the one that was the college dropout. Well, a lot of us was in college like, I can't do this. I got dreams. He made it cool for us to go do this. Yeah, he stood up and said, George Bush don't care about black people. He sat there and said, crazy. Yo, y'all tripping. You know damn well Single Ladies video is better than this Taylor Swift shit. Like, he stood up and taking those bullets. But when he's trying to, honor his mom or do something positive, even though he might do some stuff that's shaky, we just want to harp on the fact that he put that hat on. But this man's trying to free Larry Hoover, where hella people before him haven't tried to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people don't be seeing that. You know what I'm saying? But I've had to be the villain to become the hero. I've become the hero in certain circles and in my career later in life because I was the villain for so long when I wasn't trying to be. I just told niggas what it was. Like, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm about to do this. I told people, yo, I'm about to do this thing with LeBron at Shrine. Hov gonna come through. I got the news articles. I still got the tweet screen grab.
But how crazy is that though, man?
That's blessings.
You got Hov come through at the same time as LeBron, bro.
That's one of those moments where, and that I owe to Rich Paul, because Rich Paul was very, even though the whole concept of the event was my idea, Rich, I never forget flying to Cleveland and sitting in his Range Rover. He had a Range Rover Sport. First time I've ever won. I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers nice. I'll never forget this.
That seat was feeling a little different.
We went to the game that night. They played Oklahoma Thunder that night. I'll never forget.
Okay.
We went to the House of Blues afterwards, and I told him my idea, and I was like, bro, I want to do this party. And that same day, when I was when I was flying to Cleveland, Jay-Z announced the second half of the Blueprint 3 tour. And the date of his tour ended up being the same night as our party in Chicago. When
I know that. I know.
So I went to Rich like, bro, can we make this happen? Rich, there's a lot of people who take credit for this. Rich Paul made Hove come to that party, and he was the reason. Rich Paul, he was my partner on that. If you see all the advertisement from it, was Rich Paul Productions, because we was gonna do all this events and stuff. But then when LeBron left Cleveland, a lot of things changed. But Rich made that happen.
Wow.
But he believed in me. He seen my idea. I came to him like a man and said, yo, this is what I'm trying to do. How can we make this work? He seen my track record. You know what I'm saying? We actually just reconnected a few weeks ago. I miss my dog. I watched him turn into what he was gonna turn into, but I seen that back. I got videos of me and him in the studio when he was managing rap artists and stuff. So
crazy.
We've all had our journeys. Our journeys have been like intertwined. And certain people just stayed A1 the whole time and they able to click. And I just try to stay A1, and certain people don't see it. But that me being a villain and me sometimes being an asshole, that's your security blanket. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I care.
Yeah.
And when you care, when they take advantage of you.
Yeah.
So what would be special about you and our relationship if that same energy I gave you, I gave to everybody? You would look at it like, is this shit genuine? Is he really rocking with me? He just telling me what I want to hear? But if everybody else saying like, yo, this man's an asshole, he didn't rock with this, but you know you can hit me whenever you want. You need something. You know what I'm saying? Anytime Angela hit me, when she tried to get me on the phone, I couldn't get on the phone, but we finally talked. It was cool. And then I was like, you know what? We had a quick conversation about something. A week or so later, I hit her. Yo, I got a show. Do you want to be part of this show? She didn't have to bug me.
For sure.
It's just about, yo, I have that respect for you. I got you.
My
word is my bond.
Most definitely.
But everybody haven't got to that point with me because they haven't put in the work or their energy haven't been right to get that out of me. So when they don't get what they want out of me, now I'm an asshole, now I'm this, that. Nah, it ain't meant to happen that way. Or I'm protecting my energy. Yeah. I can see through your bullshit.
Yeah.
I've been in this for 15 years. I gotta read people.
For sure.
I'm not
Most
thirsty.
Definitely.
So it's like it's that. And we come from Chicago, where Chicago celebrate mediocrity. And anybody that's
at this
over,
point, you could say the music industry low-key celebrate mediocrity.
Shit, everybody celebrate mediocrity, especially the music industry. But this the thing. We don't really have any gatekeepers in the music industry here. Everybody's still chasing Kanye ass. Some of these people is just being whatever. And then some of the people that's really doing it the right way is being overlooked. Yeah. Or the people that can make stuff happen, they're giving opportunities to out-of-town artists in our city, you know? But at the end of the day, it's not gonna change anytime soon. So if those people wanna be head asses, be head asses.
That's when you don't want to sit at their table no more. You just make your own fucking table.
I'm building my own table. I did it my whole career. When niggas didn't want to help me when I was a youngin'.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad at me because you become my prey. I asked you for the opportunity. You shitted on me as a young nigga.
Alliance, right?
You shitted on me as a youngin'.
Right.
Now I'm a full-blown monster. Now you want to play nice. We're not going to play nice. No.
That's facts, though.
No.
That's facts, though.
So that's why you don't know who you talking to. I got a record deal. I got one of my artists signed from a dude who went to Columbia. He was a rapper. I always showed him love. We lost contact, but every time we talked, it was love. That man ended up becoming a music exec and signed one of my artists and told me, bro, you was rocking with me when I was a little nigga rapping, bro. You always showed me love.
Wow.
Now he's a music exec.
Wow.
Now his artist doing Lala.
Wow.
Like this man is up.
Wow.
Married, got his kid, got his girl, got two of his babies, got his girl, got a nice house. He's living.
Wow.
And that's my brother. But let's just say if I thought I was too good to talk to that nigga when he was standing over there on Wabash outside the Harold's Chicken in front of Columbia, handing out his CD and I didn't take it and talk to him. So it's like you don't know who you talking to.
It'd be a different movie.
So it's the way you talk to people because people remember that. So those niggas that shitted on me, I kept that in the back of my mind. Because I say this, everybody falls in line. Everybody that shitted on you gonna come back around. And they all came back around. And then at that particular moment, I have the right to either shit on you, not rock with you, or let bygones be bygones and figure out a way to get money. Majority of the time, if I feel like you bring something to the table, I don't have to like you. Let's figure it out and go. White people do it all the time. But sometimes, you know, some of these niggas become that prey. So you got to watch how you talk to people. That's fact. Because you just don't know.
Yeah.
We could sit up here and Angela could be like, yo, I'm a manager. I do this, that, and the third. And could be looked down upon because she's a black woman from Chicago in the music world, right?
Yeah.
You got one of the biggest records in the world. You go #1. You Grammy nominated. You all this. She's a genius manager now. Everybody want to rock with her now. Yeah. But she gonna remember this same records I was playing for you.
Y'all was playing
on
games,
me.
right?
You was playing games,
right?
So now, if she don't want to work with your artist, she don't want to give you the opportunity. Now y'all. Oh, she's a hater. She's the angry black woman. No, you didn't want to see the greatness in her. You just judged her. So now you played yourself. You made that bed, not lying and suck your thumb. Period. And a lot of people, they don't get it. And it's like, bro, you had every opportunity to rock with me. I gave you every opportunity. The people who don't like me in Chicago talking about I talk shit. I didn't talk shit. I told them what it was. I ain't about to do this event with LeBron. Hove is coming. In my heart of hearts, I felt that I'm getting Hove there. Hove came. Yo, I'm doing this thing called South by Southwest. If y'all listen to me in Chicago, y'all come down there and rock with me, I'm telling you, everybody gonna get a record deal. I did it the next year. Everybody started getting record deals. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this my brother. We was doing shit in fucking Lumen when nobody was kicking in Lumen. Yo, this my brother. You know, he just lost his deal with the Interscope, but he got this new record called No Hands. This is my brother. Wale is that guy. Look at Wale is that now.
Oh,
so
man.
It's like, I never fronted my move. I truly believed in my eye and my ear for talent and the people that I was around.
Most definitely.
And I sat there with the bullhorn letting people know. And people didn't want to accept that. They like, oh, he cocky. Right. But then the shit came to fruition. So now I made the money. Yeah. Now I got the so-called clout and the recognition behind me. Now I'm way more powerful. Fuck him. All right. Even this nigga who your shoes.
Oh, yeah.
He blocked me on Instagram.
Bro, he go crazy with the shoes, though, don't he?
If y'all tag him, hey, you that made the Saya shoes, but you used to make the other shits. Get off that, black man. Don't block me. You know why you blocked me. You know why you blocked me.
Hold up, man. We going there, though?
You was hating on Chicago, and you was hating on Chicago designers, and I stood up for it. But guess what? One of the hottest artists out of Chicago got your shoes on, and they're fire. And I would buy them, but I'm not buying them till you unblock me.
One time.
His shit hard, though. I ain't gonna hold him.
Shout outside.
Hold up. Hating ass nigga.
Hold up. So look.
Now he gonna give you free shoes and shit.
So hey, low key though. Hey, I got like 10 pair, bro. I got like 10 pair of his shoes, bro.
His shit fits your whole aesthetic, bro.
I ain't gonna
Your outfit, only you could pull that off.
I ain't gonna cap.
I can't wear that, bro.
Hey.
You have a Dragon Ball Z shirt on.
Hey.
A pink bomber shirt.
Hey.
Cut up. Oh.
Hey, I'm going crazy, though.
Angela.
I'm going crazy,
You see the shorts,
though.
Angela. Angela. Oh, my God. Chicago, we have a problem. It will be premiered on Clubhouse. The shorts. She got the pants on.
The drip is crazy.
The drip is crazy.
Hold on. Step into the frame. Step into the frame. Step into the frame one time. We got to put it all together. Oh, man. Oh, the denim couple. Clubhouse. We have an exclusive. We have a new pair of shorts to talk about for a month. Matt B has broken all short records. Angela has the denim pants to go with it. The PTR is about to be in abundance. Wow. All because we were talking about this black designer who makes shoes. I didn't even peep what you had on. Hold on. Let's get into the Grammy watch, though. Hold up. Let's get into that. If that's going to be the PTR, we got to at least talk about the whole outfit,
what the fuck is
right?
a Grammy? Wait, what's a Grammy watch?
Hold on. You want me to take it off? You want to find? Hold up, man. Hold up. I got you.
This is the moment when, as a black man, you feel poor. Wait, what?
That shit go crazy, though, don't it? That shit go crazy. That shit go crazy.
This man has a real Grammy watch. This ain't no...
That shit's real. Hey, hold up. So
hating.
Hold on. With that, we gonna wrap. We gonna wrap it up. So look, let's go into Hustlepalooza. Let's rap with that. Let's rap with Hustlepalooza. Let's rap with that. So hold on, put it on the table. Put it on the table. That's what
I don't even know how to just.
Like,
what?
He a fool. Let's talk. Hold on, that go hard though. I got one of those too. I got one of those too. That go hard though. You hilarious.
Free from
Hey,
Western civilization values.
We manifested. We manifested with that
James
watch.
White man in his ways. I just want to say the difference. My man got a pink jacket on. He's a different type.
And I skateboard. Wow. And I skateboard. And I just picked that up as a hobby though.
Yo.
I'm different out here. I'm different.
Y'all gotta do y'all own podcast talking about y'all sales. I got questions.
We do. But this is a special edition of the podcast.
You know what's crazy?
We haven't guessed.
The crazy part about you too, if you guys are from any place but Chicago, they would celebrate this way more.
You right?
Atlanta, they celebrate couples doing dope shit. Chicago is the only one of the few cities that just be like hating for no reason. That's crazy. But so what you want to get into?
No. Just Hustlepalooza. That's what I want to wrap at. I want to talk about Hustlepalooza. I want to talk about what made you start that. I want to talk about where is it going now.
Okay.
All that.
Hustlepalooza. It's actually it started off as a troll to Lollapalooza. So around like 2007, 2008, 2006, 2007, 2008, around that time,
okay,
Lolla was becoming bigger in Chicago. We started really recognizing festivals, and what happened was I started looking at the lineups, and they wasn't really putting hip hop artists on there. They might have put like Kanye, maybe Kid Cudi or Lupe.
Okay.
But at that time, I'm looking at like all of us internet kids and blog kids starting to catch fire, and they're not paying attention. So I created Hustlepalooza, sitting in leaders when it was in Wicker Park to troll. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get all the hot artists that I feel should be on there and put them on the show.
Okay.
From there, it just started building. People started rocking with it, and then I took it on the road, took it to South by. I've done Atlanta, I've done New York, I've done Boston, I've done Houston, I've done LA. I just took it on the road, and it's basically a platform for up and coming artists or just artists that's like right there bubbling.
Mm-hmm.
This is their moment. It's artist development. It's like, yo, this is your stage to try what you have to try or figure out what you have to try out. Because I judge people based on their live performances. Like, I hear a lot of music on wax that sound good.
Yeah.
But it's like that live performance is like, oh. That's why, like, early on in J. Cole's career, I wasn't the biggest fan of his music.
Mm-hmm.
But when I seen his live performance and how he engaged with the crowd and just how he was willing to rock a crowd, whether it was 20 people or 2,000 people, what he's doing in the arenas right now, stadium, that's light work for him.
Yeah.
He's put in the 10,000, 100,000 man hours to get to where he's at. So Hustlepalooza is just one of those things that I feel like I was able to grow with a lot of artists and give them those platforms to get their music off and get their stage performance up. And I had stopped doing it for a while because we had hit a point where a lot of artists were just getting deals off of one song. So before, where I could see somebody bubbling, reach out to them, yo, let's go to South by, come do my show. Now it was like, oh, I just did 1 million streams of my one song, and now Interscope's giving me $1 million. I don't need to do your show. Because now they throwing me into the lion's den. But then when these artists get into the lion's den,
they get ate up by the lions.
Because they don't
they
know.
Ain't no lion yet.
They don't know.
Right, yeah.
Because they stepping on these festival stages where half the time people don't know what your song is. They just jumping up.
Right.
But then when you take them out of that and put them on a real stage, I'm not gonna say a real stage, but a stage outside of a festival where it's really about them and not the whole...
The ambiance.
Yeah. And people not rocking with their music, then they spaz on the internet. So, you know, just from sitting on Clubhouse and you know, seeing all these artists that we was meeting, all these managers, different people, I was just like, yo, I think it might be a perfect time to bring it back because a lot of these artists that now, how do I do digital marketing? How do I do this? How do I do that? You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, yo, you guys still got to get back to the core of this and this live performance. And so I'm bringing it back. Hopefully people, really rock with it and turn up. The first one coming back is gonna be November 11th at Promontory. It's part of my artist Charity out of Detroit, her tour. So it's Charity, my man Harold Green, who's amazing. And then my man Caleb Shoemake, who's a ex-athlete who's up-and-coming singer, guitarist out of Detroit. So then from there, we doing the one in New York, December 2nd at SOB. My man LB. Shout out to my man LB. Music is Excellent. What up? We doing that. And that's with my artist Rockie Fresh and his artist Asia. And then we're going to have some other artists. And now we're doing a competition on Clubhouse where we're going to let somebody compete to get a slot on the show.
Oh, that's hard.
So
that's hard.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it back. But this time, it's going to be super curated.
Okay.
Not a lot of people on the show, but we're going to curate the vibes that just really make it make sense. I think and after this pandemic, after going through this pandemic, I think one of the biggest things that we need to understand is being intentional in everything that you do. You don't got as much time as you think. So make your next move your best move. Always.
For sure.
Because you can't buy time. You can't say, oh, let me just do this to do it and I'll do this later, because it's people being taken away from us. Who would have thought that we got to walk around wearing masks because so-called somebody ate a bat and had bad gas? It's like essentially that's what CNN tried to tell us. That an Asian man had a bat sandwich. It didn't agree with his guts. He coughed and farted. And now we've lost 200,000 people in the state. And we had to get a vaccine.
I shouldn't even be laughing that hard, but the way you put that shit, man.
That's really how they try to spin it to us.
Funny.
Like, bruh, I've had bad duck. I've had bad chicken. I eat at some of these Chinese restaurants in the hood. I know I probably ate a chihuahua or a little shih tzu or two. But damn, motherfucker ate a bat?
Oh my God.
You mean tell me you ate a bat?
Oh, I'm crying.
And now I can't sit in my favorite restaurant. I got to show a piece of paper to get into a restaurant because a man just couldn't eat the lo mein. He had to fuck with the bat. That they didn't prepare right. It wasn't the first time they were eating bat. I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Oh my God.
Like, damn, bro. Like, our whole life just changed. We all walked in here with a mask on, bro, and hand sanitizer. Because some man decided to eat a bat sandwich that didn't agree with his fucking guts. Bruh, make it make sense. So it's like you don't have that time. So it's funny, but what that's really saying is it's a lot of little weird shit going out there that can get you out the paint. So everything you do, be intentional. Do it. Don't overthink it. If you gotta save some money, if you gotta just like chill on shopping or certain things, and you be like, look, my record's still going crazy in Japan or this part of Asia, we gotta go there. I gotta go there. I gotta go touch those people and get this content. I gotta go. I can't wait. I gotta go. You gotta be intentional in your stuff. I'm being very intentional in my energies. I'm being very intentional in the second act of my career, because when I die, it's not gonna be about the cars I drove, the money I got, all that bullshit. It's gonna be about the artists that I've helped, the other Hustle Simmons that I helped build up. That was in my position when I was a youngin'. Who, when you get older, you don't want to lose your spot.
Yeah,
you feel like the young nigga gonna get you out your spot. When it's like if you really Andre Harrell, a Diddy was a monster and always kept Andre Harrell right there, like you that guy up until when he passed. So, Hustlepalooza coming back and just being very, very, intentional. I rock with Angela very tough. She speaks very highly of your music. Send me the stuff. I've heard it. And I'm not just gonna sit on Clubhouse and vibe with her and be like, yeah, I rock with Matt B. Yeah.
For sure.
When I have a platform that I can, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's just like, I'm very intentional. I feel like I put my money where my mouth is, and I just try to follow with that. But with Hustlepalooza being back, I'm very excited to see what we do with it. I'm very excited to see, you know, artists that I haven't seen live or worked with. And hopefully, you know, we get it back to a point where it becomes that premier platform for the up and coming artists and just up and coming creatives. I want to do, you know, I'm working on a Hustlepalooza Art Basel show for next year. Like just using my platform to give anybody that's creative and anybody that's very sincere and really want it. Cause there's motherfuckers that can sing and dance, do all that shit that I just know, like, you just doing it for the money. Like, you don't really care about the craft. That's not what it's about. Like, this is for the people that really want to be great at what they do.
Most definitely.
And I mean, you know, if people Google Hustlepalooza and check, you know, my track record, they'll see some of the artists that came through there. Joyner Lucas was on there. Dom Kennedy, G Herbo, Rockie Fresh, Little B, Freddie Gibbs.
Crazy.
Crazy. Casey Veggies, Mos Def, Iggy Azalea, Axon Bronson, Buddy, Cool Kids, Martin Sky, Rockie Fresh. Sheesh, bruh.
I mean, you got
Post Malone.
Bro, that's crazy. Crazy.
Shit, bro. It's Dej Loaf, J305. Man.
So basically, you got to go through Hustlepalooza in order to make it to the next level as an artist. That's like a pat on the back. Like, yeah, you gonna do something.
I ain't gonna say that, but what it is, it's a platform that's in tune, knowing
what time it is.
It's your time. Yeah, even when somebody don't see it, it's your time. So the artists that came through there, a lot of them it's been some of their best shows. I mean, shit, Scotty ATL, who's now doing grills.
Yeah, he going
for
crazy.
Everybody. I just talked to him the other day, like, bruh was just doing my shows and I remember he started the grill business. Now look where it's at.
I met him in Atlanta in passing, or at least Angela did, in the middle of like one of my sessions. So I didn't have an opportunity to step out and talk to him because I was recording, but I mean, I think
great
that's
dude.
dope what he's doing.
He made great music. He's just a good person. Anytime I've ever needed him, I made a phone call. That man pull up in Chicago, rock out Reggie's and do his thing. So, you know, people like him is always, you know what I'm saying, I'm always in debt to them. So with Hustlepalooza being back, we about to see what you do. I'm excited to see your set, man. And, you know, I just hope, you know, from this podcast and this conversation that someone takes from that, just being sincere in how you move and being intentional in how you move. And, you know, it takes nothing to retweet that artist or DM that artist and tell them they dope, or just, it don't take no energy just to be an A1 motherfucker. It takes more energy to be a dickhead. Like,
right,
you know
right. That's facts. That's
you
facts.
know, so, you know, and then, you know, of course I'm going to help y'all out because I'm looking at this lighting setup. I'm like, they got money.
Look at this guy. Hold on.
Y'all got nice cords. You don't even got the orange cord. They got the yellow cord.
We gonna end it. We gonna end it there.
They got the big MacBook Pro with the extra accessory on the side. I know how much that costs.
He telling all our business behind the scenes.
Because I bought the bootleg one off of Amazon that did not work. So I know how much this stuff costs. So to all the people streaming Mad B music, keep streaming it. But also stream my artists too. Cause this nigga over here got a pink jacket on and denim shorts.
They say real niggas wear pink. Who said that? Cameron?
Yeah. And then Kanye had the pink polo.
See, look.
I mean,
the sauce is crazy.
but since I know Marion ain't gonna be mad at me, but since I did this podcast, Angela, Matt B, do I get a feature on y'all next project? Like, do I get to do an interlude? Do I get to like?
We gonna cut.
That's crazy.
We go. No. I was just gonna answer.
He just made. She did this.
I was just gonna answer though. I was gonna say we gonna make that happen. We gonna cut the cameras off. We gonna make that happen. Hustle. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
This was real fun.
Hey, I said that Angela thought about it like, you're not gonna mess up our stream numbers in Asia. Them Asian people gonna be like, Konnichiwa. What did that? No, Matt B.
Thank you.
Dog, this is really a Grammy watch.
It is.
Hold on, like I gotta put this on my Instagram.